one of or is the biggest? Yo, what up, what it do? I go by the name of Naslom, aka Daddy Dong.
Laka type yandi kamkono. It's your girl Xaven, the Kopala Queen, Mamdimantitas Kopala Nina. Yes, you're watching YATUVIBES at Prime TV with your boy PMC.
The Nez, the Kopala Queen, the Queen herself. On YATUVIBES. Action is on. I'm only fair window. Action. I'm trying to be as aggressive as I can be with your voice, but I don't think I have pop. Okay. If we have for my ideas on. Action. Intro. Action. Intro. If you energy, if you are the foolish as on.
Yeah, the foolish.
What you doing? Vanez, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm okay. You're on the easy.
Chilling.
You're already on ready for the month. My launching. Ready for the month of love. Okay, but how are you? How is everything going with you?
Everything is going great, bro. We've been pushing. Once the vendor God has been good.
Nice.
Yeah, bro.
Let's talk about you, Nace. Like I said from the intro, to be honest with you, I love how you've taken the Kopala Queen's brand new song, like it's your own song. Let's talk about the support system. The support system, like you know, we show in the zone that you're putting in so much effort in the song.
Well, basically, this is something that I expect a lot of artists to learn from. Besides the fact that I would like artists to take up the approach of to say whenever you collaborate, you should take it you should make it personal to push a particular record like it's your own, even if it doesn't have to be throughout the time the owner of the song is promoting it. But you can actually just put it on your calendar to say, okay, this month or this week or this couple of weeks I'm gonna help push this, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you do not embrace when you add an element of your art to somebody's body of work, if it is condemned or maybe it doesn't succeed, you also your part of your brand is broken as well. You know what I mean? So it's important that you group, when the same way you team up and say, okay, let's do this record, I want you on this jam. You should also take it upon yourself that you need to see that record go further and just, push it. You know what I mean?
There's been some cases, sorry to cut you, but there's been some cases where I've seen artists, they collaborate with certain artists. Yeah. They don't even get to share the song.
That's
without vibing. We've seen so many people out there maybe saying, they'll take this song as their own song. Yeah. Have you ever been to a point where you feature in a song, after the song is out, you don't feel the song, that's why maybe you don't share? Some artists?
I can be honest with you, I have never shared some songs before. Reasons being, the owner of the song did not reach out and give me a plan of the promo. You can't just wake up in the morning, I'm waking up, I find a link and then you tell me I post. Because even before I even lay a verse, I would advise you, okay, this song is dope, but what plans do you have for it? You know what I mean? You need to have a plan. You need to plan out everything. Oh, it's a good song. And even me, when I listen to a song, I go like, okay, if you have those plans, let's actually add on this to make it a better song. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when it gets out there, it should also be able to add to my brand and grow my brand too. You get my point? So if now 10 hours at sharing a link from my pages 9 hours and song is out, bro, share it. No, I have a structure for my pages and my platforms. I just don't wake up and post stuff. I plan for everything. And what plans do you have? Do you want me just to post a link that has got no direction for your music? No. So you need to come with a plan with me and say, oh bro, we're dropping this song on at this particular time, so I feel like I don't know how your schedule is that you help promoting it.
And Nez is not joking.
So he's serious about it.
He's very serious. I am one of the artists that if I don't have a plan, he will not share my stuff. So yeah.
So this has happened before to you?
Well, yeah. If I don't have a plan for something, Nez is not gonna back me up. I need to have a plan. His emphasis is have a plan.
How about in your case? How do you work with these other artists? For example, you collaborate with them. In your case, how is it like sharing the songs?
Okay, so for me, I haven't done a lot of collaborations. But of course, when I do a collaboration, it's got to go out there to a point where people think I've been doing so many collaborations, but I haven't really done too many collaborations. It's just that when I jump on a song, it makes a statement and people will hear it. So they feel like I've been on different songs. So I'm not as heavy as Nez, right? So for me, I'm a bit lenient. I'll be like, okay, since it's a song and I jumped on it, I'll just share it for you, right? And I'll do one of those videos that I do on TikTok and whatnot. Yes, so for me...
Which brings it back to my point.
Exactly,
okay.
So...
She gets involved in the music, the song as well, you get my point? Yeah. But for me, let's have a plan. You can't just wake up today and say,
and I wish to be like him, because then now things
no,
we need
to be deliberate and plan for things.
Now you guys are a couple, so there's no way it's going to be harsh. You're supposed to be the calm one.
Exactly, right?
Yeah?
I should be, you know...
Yeah, you should be low some things like, okay, apa, boss, okay, umuntu na rufyanya. Share some.
Good cop, bad cop. And I also need to tell you that discipline these people.
Anyways, let's talk about something before we get to the brand new song. Maybe let me start with Xaven right here. I also want to get further from your side. There have been conversations that we have had with so many artists coming on this show, talking about streaming platforms. And most of them, when we have conversations with them, they don't know how to make money using Boomplay, Spotify. Some of them is just for show off, saying Nyimbo Yanga from a streaming platform. In your case, away from the shows, as the music that you've been doing, that you've been putting out there on the streaming platform, like, have you gotten something before?
Of course I have.
Have you gotten paid? If
Everything
yes,
has been monetized.
what are some of the things that we need to know?
You need to monetize your pages, everything, your streams. You need to make money off that. There's no way you're going to work tirelessly and get nothing out of it. So yeah, you need to monetize your pages. You make sure that you push your streams. The more views, the more money that you get. So it's all business.
Let's talk about your brand new song, Bounce. The audio is available on Boomplay, right?
Yeah.
So what is like the plan that you had, saying, okay, this is the target? Because I wanted to drop this song maybe on the first month, this month. Then I was given this date saying maybe you have to work for a week. Then when the song drops, what's like your plan, saying, okay, this is when I'm going to drop the song, this is how much I want to generate off this song?
Okay, so usually on that, I'm always nervous when I have a new song. And that's why I have
okay.
Exactly. I'm always nervous when I'm dropping a new song, but usually I make sure that it's uploaded. There's somebody who uploads my music for me. I won't mention who. Yes, and then after some days it goes live on all platforms. So usually that's how the process is.
Can I add on?
Yeah. I also want to find out from you regarding the similar question that
I push all of that to him.
Okay. Let's talk about this conversation.
I'm coming back to the same thing. Planning. So like you have said it. Like the way you put it, to say you want to upload the song, maybe you want it out in 2 days, and then it can only go up in like a week, right? On those digital platforms. So if you push that the song be uploaded within 2 days, who's going to lose out on the streams?
It's me.
It's the artist, right? You get the point. So I always emphasize with her to say, let's have the song ready a month before, at least.
I told you this is Nez's.
Let the music be ready a month before. Let's not talk about, let's only start hinting of the release of the song when we know it's ready even promotional content is at least halfway, 50% ready.
So your type of work ethic is where when we see like a short TikTok song, it's already
know that the song is ready.
Okay.
Yeah, the song is ready and we are on that. Like basically, I'll tell you about Bounce. You know what I mean? Everybody thought maybe we just recorded and shot a music video after we started calling her a bouncing baby girl on social media. You know what I mean? When at the time we started doing that, sometime in November.
Yeah, the song was already done.
Wow. Yeah, all that was ready. You know what I mean? So it was just what we were strategizing when is the perfect time to put it out and what our promotional strategy is going to be.
I want you to be as honest as you can be. I know you wanted to say something, but I want you to be as honest as you can be. Your first hit song was one of the biggest songs in the country.
Yeah.
Bandam. By then, I don't think Boomplay was not even there.
Boomplay wasn't there. And most of these streaming platforms were there, but they were not big in Zambia. Yeah. At the time, we used to upload, or we used to use local bloggers, and even local bloggers were not big. It was Data File Host at the time.
Yeah.
Remember?
From
one place to the other.
And actually, the time we dropped Van Damme had it had the biggest downloads since Data File Host in Zambia. It had 25,000 downloads in less than 19 hours, which had never happened before. You know what I mean? Which was a little bit of a headache for me. I was managing artists, and I just got back to the mic, and I'm an artist. And now, obviously, what you're getting to is how did I execute everything then? You know what I mean? It was a new baby. The experience was new, even with everything that I applied on my people while pushing them. Was not the song was too big. You know what I mean? I panicked, but I did what I could, and I made sure I reached out to people who understood situations like that before, like where you have a big song, like what am I going to do? What step do I take next? You know? Because even all the artists that I had before, that I was pushing and promoting, none of them, their songs were big, but that was a life-changing song to their whole camp. It was
like introducing the whole camp.
Yes, like it was just like a life-changing song to the whole camp. Everybody was just putting our heads together. What are we going to do? Let's try this. Let's push it this way. Let's do that. You know what I mean? Eventually, through that process is when I learned how important it is to prepare for things, plan. Even sometimes there's going to be situations where this can only work if it drops now.
Yeah.
Those situations, when they come, drop whatever is a project or content, post it there and then now strategize how it's gonna benefit you with the songs that are to come, with the shows, with whatever that is to come. Find a way to reap off that instant drop if it requires that then it goes out.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Let's get to find out from you, Xaven, as well. Kukompala, Kurishan. you know why I'm asking you this question?
Why?
Is because of late I've seen you ijaka kaseko madaba tombona seko ishta extend kashe Bobby East then the Neslong Seko is coming closer. It's my observation. You can tell me if I'm wrong. You can tell me. It's like now slowly you're adapting the Lusaka type of arrangement. Before we know you, before we know it, someone's going to be a Lusaka queen. I don't know. You can just tell me if I'm wrong. You're Seko.
Maybe I'm around these people because I'm here. And the rest of my family is on the Copper Belt. PMC, what brought me here was school. School brought me to Lusaka. Then I met the likes of Nays, Bobbies, Slap. So, yeah, I'm here for school and work. So work found me here. You get my point? Yeah. So I came from the Copper Belt. I came for school. Then all of this stuff just happened. You know, Nays happened, Bobby happened, the rest of the music things happened. So yeah, that's why.
But are you very aware that you are one of the biggest female MCs on the rap, and people don't want the disappointment?
Can I correct that statement? One of or is the biggest?
Next on the one.
Okay. No. Okay.
Next on the one and two.
Okay.
Yeah.
The biggest
female MC in Zambia right now.
Yeah. We don't want the disappointment. We don't want that disappointment.
At great what comes with great what?
Great power.
Comes with
great power comes with great responsibility. I don't know,
something like those lines.
Yeah.
So my
wow.
But let's talk about you this year. Let's talk about you this year. What are we expecting? Your brand new song is out.
Yeah.
What are we expecting? What type of brand are you trying to put out there?
Well, I'm trying to be diverse by all means necessary, because my manager, so he's handling my management. Part of my management is one of my managers.
Okay.
So yeah, we've been thinking about diversifying and just taking a different route, unlike the usual Xaven, where it's about heartbreaks, it's about me rapping. We are trying to just do different things. So for this year, we're working on my album, my first album, and he's also working on his album, and a duo album as well. So we need a lot of different elements from me, where I'm gonna sing on one of these songs. Maybe you might just hear Xaven singing.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and I'm also not going for just a hardcore rap that you have been hearing from the time I came on the scene. I'm also trying to do different things. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of diversity this year. There's gonna be great music. I'm still on my wave of female domination in the music industry, and yeah, it's just gonna be a combination of female power and brains.
But love, because most of the songs that became big in the country, they were talking about heartbreak.
Love is
okay. How did you find yourself in the love situation?
Love is embarrassing.
Why thank you,
love na heartbreak. Because
your verse, one of your verses
So, me and Nez met at a hotel, in Kitwe. We were both lodged at the same hotel. We had a, is it New Year's Eve party? What was that?
Yeah, a crossover, 2020 to 2021.
It's a good thing. I'm the date.
I think you'll be the best person to explain how
every time I walk out of my hotel room, coincidentally, 4 times, bro. Not that maybe at
more than 4 times.
More than 4 times. Like, not that we were in the same row or
no,
maybe
we
rooms. She was like upstairs, like another wing, and I was like down at the bottom floor, at the far end. Every time I walk out of the room and I come to the reception, maybe going to the car, picking up something, I'll meet her in the reception.
Why do I have a feeling this guy was monitoring how my door was opening and closing?
How? I feel like you are the one who was being a monitoring spirit. Yeah.
No, you were the one, because how come? Why am I coming downstairs and is halfway moving?
I was minding my own business. And you know what? How I am. Whenever I'm in a place where I don't know people, I hardly even look like in the sides. I walk where I'm going. Until somebody calls me and say, hey, and then I'll look, I'll maybe check. But I kept bumping into this chick with like, who was this beautiful chick with big eyes looking at me? And you know, people with big eyes. I'm maybe at cap in direction. Like they're just looking at you, you know what I mean? I even told my homeboy Walker. What is it about to get into Congolian and Champion? It's not the same. It's just a Nexus to Saturday.
Walker,
Bobby. And then at a certain point, we were in my car, we were like offloading stuff, and then she was like parked in another car. And okay, at that point, honestly speaking, she was staring. She was staring, and then me and Walker were like, well, then we met at the show. Like her sister wanted to take a photo,
and that's where we spoke.
That's why we spoke for the first time, and yeah,
But before you guys meeting
Actually, Tuesday was the one who put me in trouble.
Okay.
Tuesday International is the one who gave me my number. Tuesday, we'll have a very long conversation.
But
after
was it a bad thing?
Well, it was a good
now,
thing. It was only bad that now I'm starting to do what I preach against, and that's bad for me. You know, it doesn't look nice.
False prophets.
Almost a similar thing that we're talking about.
In the end, there'll be false prophets. Right?
Yeah.
False prophets.
But anyways, like the conversation that we had on radio, the first time, like there's always this thing where we see people are chasing clout. People are looking for how to make numbers grow. People are creating things that they are not even. That's not them. We can see that but they just want to create this because they want the feedback from the people, the reaction on social media. In your case, it was too hard to believe that you guys are dating. I don't know, but I was seeing some comments. People are just speculating, saying maybe Nez na Xaven maybe this is what is happening. Maybe this is what is going on. Because
in the beginning we were not looking for clout. We didn't want people to follow us over that. We didn't want me or her to be known for us from the onset. You know what I mean? Ever since, like, I think from 2021, whenever she's working on something, I always pushed her towards her growing independently. Not leaning into me in any sort of way, or vice versa. You know what I mean? I pushed her. I wanted to make sure she stands out. I didn't want that the typical story where she's here because there was a dude who was doing this and this and that for her. No. Yes, I'm there to push and support her. She's my woman, but at the same time, I want people to know her for her work ethic, for her passion for the art. You know what I mean? Not that just because Kulinez. That's why Vinvienda so. You know what I mean? I wanted her to stand out. And it was on at the same time. You're welcome.
The prettiest thing you've said to me today.
At the same time, it was also an issue of we were also getting to know each other. You don't want to go public with some of these things, and without being sure of the backlash or how she will handle it. You know what I mean? Me, I've been around. Me, I came onto the scene. If you talk like everybody was always condemning our work until we proved to the industry, look, you're gonna say this, but this is who I am. Do you like my art or not? If you like it, let's write. If not, bounce. You know.
So due to time,
I had thick skin, and then I had to teach her how to maneuver around some of these things. You know. Only then did I know that, okay, now we're ready to actually be in the public. And when somebody comes at us and says any sort of thing.
All the time.
So due to time, I also want to find out relationship, arguments, how do you guys resolve your argument? Sometimes
day, on our way here.
Okay, what happened on your way here?
Women gonna be women, bruh.
What happened?
No, Bangiromulomo finish.
Nah.
Answer that question. What happened?
We were running late. She wanted us to pass through somewhere and pick up something that she needed.
Okay.
And I was like, look at the time. Okay, we're gonna have very little time on the show if we don't go there. We don't go there on time. No, but you know what I did? I just turned the car towards this direction. She stopped talking to me for a good 10 to 15 minutes. The next thing she was asking me about something and calling me baby. And I'm like, yeah, go.
Oh, so that's the mistake that I made. I called you baby. You know I don't
So, like, have resolved, like, without even knowing that you've resolved your...
some issues. If it's not deep, it doesn't deserve deep attention.
Too much attention. No, we don't go to bed angry at each other. We try not to do that.
Yeah, sometimes.
I think I taught him, but one producer. It will be 72 hours, someone end up.
It used to take 7 working days
for him to talk to me again until you.
Yeah, but basically, it's also, like I said, it takes time to start to understand each other and also learn how to handle each other.
Happiness,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why it took time to actually for people to get to know that this is really what's happening.
Yeah.
We needed to get to know each other first. No, even like in a situation where it's not public figures. Before you get to a level where you're gonna introduce your girl to your parents, to your siblings, you need to be sure. At the step boy.
Well, step boy. Okay.
So we're going to start a campaign right now.
They've just accepted you as the crazy person that you are.
Thank you, fam.
We're starting a campaign right now. If you're watching this show, I think one of the things that I'm looking forward to, if ngakurika company akangavika mukapampa mwefmpia, ka reality show ka Nezna. Imagine all about their lifestyle.
One thing about PMC is brainy.
I'm just thinking right now, guys, don't you want to see their lifestyle on TV?
Yeah.
Like imagine such a lifestyle on TV. Imagine, like I'm sure you've been seeing.
I really need somebody to invest in people knowing how annoying this chick is.
No, I really need
That's what we want to know. Because you guys,
this is very annoying.
You guys, I'm sure.
Somebody needs that. Somebody needs to do that.
If I blink 3 times, send it. Oh.
We need that TV reality show. I'm sure. What name can we give it?
Yeah, actually, think of it.
Think about it.
What would you call it?
Let me try to process something.
Please call me as soon as.
Actually, when you come up with that title, make sure it's in the caption of this interview.
No, we need
Let's start a campaign.
Yeah, we need that campaign.
Yeah.
But she mentioned something before we get to call it a wrap. She mentioned something. You're working on an album.
Yeah.
Again, I'm still in those thoughts when you mentioned the title of the album. What's the title again?
Long story.
Long story.
Okay.
Long story.
Most people would rather have a short story. But why the title Long Story?
Because I am a long story, bro.
If
I have to tell you about my life, it's a long story. And well, it comes from Nez Long. Nez Long,
it
long
can
story.
never be short.
Yeah, everything around me is long. So basically, most of the events that I throw, they carry the long title. My birthday parties are usually the long nights. We call them the long nights. Where it's a party, but we call it the long night. And then my like this being my first album, I thought to make sense, like it's call it like the long story because it tells, it speaks about my journey. You know, I've been in the music business 5 to 6 years now, in the spotlight, and I feel an album that just speaks about where I am right now and current trends is not something that I want to give the people. I want to give them an insight of where I come from, my experience throughout the 5 to 6 years, and even the 7 years I was upcoming.
7? Wow.
Yeah, so all those things, the things that I want to highlight in this album, it's personal. It's something that's personal. That's why I decided to call it the long story. It's gonna talk a lot more about who I am, where I'm from, what I'm about, my experience up to where I am right now. Yeah.
You break her heart. There's
all those things.
There's so many people
out there.
Right in the
One of them is super government.
Yeah, how's that been going?
One of them. How's the relationship with Yceleb?
That's my boy.
How is it going for you?
Oh boy, that's my G right
Do you
there.
guys talk?
Yeah.
Did you receive the blessings? Saying he blesses you?
Yes, all the time.
Okay.
The first time I mean, actually, maybe we can actually talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
The first time I went with her on the Copper Belt, I think we traveled from Lusaka. Bobby was having a show on the Copper Belt, and I was bored in Lusaka. I was like, hey, you know what? There's nothing I'm doing here. I told her, let's just take a drive to the Copper Belt. Maybe you can visit your relatives. That was in 2021.
2021.
Yeah, let's take a drive to the Copper Belt with these guys. Just escort them. That's the show. and then maybe you can visit your relatives and whatnot.
Yeah.
We went there on the night after Bob's show. Every time I was on the corporate boat, I would call Yceleb, like, yo,
I'm here.
I'm here. Let's link up. What?
Yeah.
And then I told her, I need to call this guy. And like, hey,
no, don't. I was so scared of my brother. Like, no, don't.
No, don't. And I was like, no, he's my boy. I'm going to call him. What if he asks about us? I'll tell him the truth. If he's going to be upset, let him deal with it now.
Any boy that ever liked me, super didn't take it lightly.
So I called him. I called him up.
Yeah.
I called him up, and he came. He came to the place where we were chilling from. And he was asking me, and I was like, yeah, so this is the situation here. And we were cool.
And I was so
because me and him had a relationship way before I ever met her. Like, we go way, way back. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, he's my guy like that.
Have you told him the part where he was asking you which girl you're with?
Yes, he was asking me which girl I'm with, like those like Tomahanis, the same section. Right? Okay. Some of the friends, which one is it? I just like,
I was really scared. You know what I mean?
Why were you scared?
Because I thought he would be very upset, like he would just blow everything out of proportion. Like, hey, why are you with my sister? This and that. Because that was typical super when I meet any man in my life. I remember there's this one person who really liked me, but the warning just chased him away. So I was thinking it could be the same case. I really liked him at the time. I love him now, but I really liked him.
So you love your parade, you didn't like?
I see. Thank you very much for coming through. We can go on and on.